Welcome to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77, Q-Call, Breeze Line, myself, Ken Philibov, Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall, owner Victor Malik, and don't let me get Fayette Friends of Animal alum, the Duke, who's ready for the holidays. And speaking of ready for the holidays, are you ready for your card show, sir?
I can't match your enthusiasm today. Your voice is booming. But we are getting ready for the card show that's coming up the day after Christmas and the following day. That's December 26th and 27th here at the Uniontown Mall. Mall hours are 10 to 7 throughout the holiday season. And as I look out into the courtyard right now, the Uniontown Mall is preparing for Santa Claus to show up here. And I do believe the tentative date is December 8th, and he will be here to take pictures through Christmas Eve, which then lends to, again, the card show. Pack Attack tickets are here. Tables are available. Give me a call, stop up here, or go to Pittsburgh Card Show. Buy the tables either way.
Well,
StellarCollect.com.
There you go. And if he's having any issues, we got a reindeer here that might be willing to help. But also,
look at that.
If the sled's not good to go, I think Santa needs to stop over Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, where it's about trust. With a wide range of automotives to choose from, we make your car buying experience enjoyable. Come see why generations have chosen us for their automotive needs. And once again, thank you, Mike Kelly, not just for sponsoring the show, but for all the work you do in the community. And speaking of community, what'd you think of not a bad weekend? Got wins from both Penn State and the Steelers?
Michigan State normally gives Penn State a tough game no matter what the records are, and both 3 and 6 teams came to play. It was nice to see them get that win.
Absolutely, and you know what? Katron Allen's closer to pass, and of all people, Evan Royster is the all-time leading rusher at Penn State.
Who would you say is the all-time leading rusher at Penn State? If you had to pick, would you say it's Saquon or would you say it's Franco?
You mean the greatest running back while they were there?
Just in general? Yeah, go ahead with while they were there.
To me, it's a toss-up between Carter and Barkley that I've seen in my lifetime.
That's a good way to work around the fact that John Cappelletti won the Heisman.
It was, yeah. But like I said, I mean, now granted, of all time, though, there's so many. If we talk Franco, I mean, DJ Dozier, Blair Thomas, Curtis Enos.
You forget DJ Dozier and Blair Thomas.
I mean, I could go on
Those
and on.
Those are all Americans.
Absolutely.
Those are first-team All-Americans.
So that's why if Allen pulls this off, I'll be up there and I'll be pulling for him. Whether I'm freezing or not, I'll be having ice cream and pulling for Allen. Another vanilla bean?
Sounds good to me. Yeah, so what's the word from Happy Valley this week right now? Because it looks like the coaching carousel is heating up.
Yeah, and also cool down in Virginia Tech there is James Franklin. Good luck down there. It was a fun 12 years, but I think it was.
You got to give the man thanks for resurrecting somewhat the program and the job that he did do.
Well, I say O'Brien resurrected the program, and he did a pretty good job of picking it up where O'Brien left off.
Either way, you got to give James Franklin.
No, I'm not taking away from what he did, but too many people ignore what O'Brien did.
I agree with that.
O'Brien, during Penn State almost had the death penalty, and he still landed Christian Hackenberg. Regardless of how his NFL career panned out, Hackenberg was the top quarterback and the 4th overall prospect, and he came to Penn State thinking that there's a possibility he'll never be eligible for a bowl game.
He's doing some good work on social media coming out of Penn State right now, Hackenberg.
I'm still a fan.
Yeah, he's doing some good work from there.
But
was that Terrell Pryor time? Or was that later? Hackenberg, then Pryor?
Pryor would have been before Hackenberg.
Pryor was before.
Yeah.
So that's still the Paterno era then.
Yeah. Because Paterno, I think Pryor was the last one that
he visited. Maybe.
Yeah, that he went and physically visited. It's just crazy to think about, right?
And that's almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah, well, I know. It's time flies.
Time is flying.
Speaking of time flying, we need to get to our break, and we'll be back after this.
Experience Good Witch, Bad Witch, the untold story of the Witches of Oz. November 23rd at 7 p.m. at the State Theater Center for the Arts. It's magical, mischievous, and absolutely unforgettable. Featuring performers from Broadway. Be there when the curtains rise on this theatrical adventure and join the fun in historic downtown Uniontown. Tickets are on sale now at statetheater.info.
Welcome back to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q. Call and Breeze Line, myself, Ken Philibum, Sellers Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall, owner Victor Mullen. And don't let me forget Fayette Friends alum, the Duke. You know what it is that time of year. Get over to not just Fayette Friends of Animals, but any animal shelter out there. Let's give all these dogs and cats a good home like the Duke here.
I like the jazzy outfit he's got going on.
Yeah, you know what? It's that time of year. We got to start getting festive, and he looks for any reason to dress up.
Doing great.
But, yeah, you know what? I mentioned inside the Uniontown Mall, Victor has a fun little, where you, like a free bin. And I walked by and I saw 2 packs of 89 Bowman that are, I don't know what's going on. That one was, these were repacked.
Yeah, we can go with it.
We're still going to go Pack Attack.
They left the gum in there.
Yeah,
you still chew this stuff?
Being that it was repacked, and no.
You have standards.
Yeah, well,
I greatly
did you
appreciate
see
that? That's some safe-looking gum. Good to chew.
Yeah, mine's not much better. Oh, here we go. I got a bucko. Is that Smiley? No, Bob Kipper.
The great Chet Lemon. Who was the guy who beat out Barry Bonds for MVP from St. Louis?
Barry Bonds for St. Louis? No, he was a Brave, Terry Pendleton.
He's a St. Louis Cardinal here.
But he was a Brave when he beat him out. Hey, look at that. That's a Sheffield rookie.
Not bad.
Yeah, right?
Boy, would that be nice if this was actually a Ted Williams 54. But on the back, you could... do you remember what you did with these? You sent them in wrappers, and I think you received some kind of special bonus pack at the end of the year.
Yeah,
the great Bryn Smith, Julio Franco.
Boy, he played forever.
Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, this weren't bad. Wait, hold on. Is that Dion?
No.
Oh,
that's Hensley Mullins.
Okay.
Stan Jefferson. Wasn't even close.
Wait, speaking of Dion, how about Shadir Sanders finally got
wait, if you go back to the Stellar Show last week, around the time that we did the picks, I did predict that Shedeur would play. And Shedeur Sanders makes his appearance as an NFL quarterback this week.
Was he starting?
No, but I think Dylan Gabriel's so bad that he might make an appearance.
Yeah, but it was because of a concussion.
I think if you listen closely, it might say it was an injury to Dylan Gabriel.
Fair enough.
When you get one right, that's all I got.
Oh, no,
say.
I'll give you. You
one.
got it in. And you know what? I think, me personally, if I'm them, I'd ride it out with him. I think he has more upside than Gabriel. And if he doesn't, you know what? You put it to rest. You saw enough of both, and you move on next year.
Well, you really, at this point, got to almost laugh at Cleveland for what they did.
Which particular time?
You could have had Jackson Dart. But you played around, you traded down, you gave away Travis Hunter. You can't predict an injury, but you gave that away. You got compensatory picks, and you picked the defensive tackle from Michigan, and you picked 2 quarterbacks later. You stink, and you're going to draft a quarterback this year.
Maybe. I mean, maybe Shedeur, you know what? Let him practice with the first team all week instead of just throwing him in there.
Did you see the numbers?
Like I said, let's let him get some reps.
I'm going to ask again, did you see the numbers?
They weren't good.
416 for 47 yards.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah. So I have nothing against Shedeur. I kind of hope he would do something. But those numbers that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, like I said, though, he's coming in cold, no first-team reps. That's important. Like I said, he'll have a whole week of practice with them. So this will be the real test this week to where you can start judging him, just my opinion.
When I saw those numbers, I didn't get a chance to do this. I would like to know what the average pass attempt is in yardage in the NFL right now, across the board, because I don't think the average pass attempt is over 5 yards. If you take all the passes that are thrown, I think most of the passes in the NFL right now are around about 5 yards.
You're onto something there. It does seem like these guys are all afraid to throw downfield.
Yeah, and completing 5 yards, being 4 of 17 with all these bubble screens and all this underneath stuff and check downs, you would think completion ratios would be higher. That's just me.
You know what? I don't like to necessarily get caught up in the numbers because, like, a game that Georgia, Texas the other night, or was it who Texas? I'm sorry, it was Georgia, Texas, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
You know what? His numbers might not have looked good, but Arch Manning, I thought, looked good in that game.
Arch Manning's a talent.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of bringing it out of him.
But
Texas might not have been the school for him.
Probably,
It's
well,
looking
it's
that
like
way.
Drew Aller with Penn State.
Yeah,
honestly,
the wrong
that's-
school.
Yeah, it's just. But speaking of these schools and picks we made last week, let's get into this week's picks.
This is brutal, folks. I don't know what, I believe this is what they call Cupcake Week, and you're going to find out why. Number 1, Ohio State, 11-0
Are they
undefeated.
11-0 or 10-0?
I thought it said 11. I could be wrong.
They still got to play Michigan.
Maybe it's 10-0.
Yeah,
Maybe it was
yeah.
written wrong. I
That's
used
all right, that's
Yahoo
all right.
on this. But undefeated Ohio State is a 31.5 point favorite going to Rutgers, who's 5-5.
What's the over/under is 55. I think Ohio State might. That almost should be the spread. I'll take Ohio State in the over.
I'm with you on that. Things get worse as 10-0 Texas A&M.
Oh.
There's not even a line for this game, and they are playing Samford, who's
Sun,
1-10. So we're moving on beyond that. Number 5, Georgia is a 44.5 point favorite with no over/under line
on.
right now to Charlotte.
Samford gave us
And Son,
yeah, right.
you big dummy. Sorry.
Duck
One of
Hodges.
the great shows of all time. Is that where he went?
I think it was Samford. Yeah.
I'm still mad at him for Christmas my second year here. There was nothing to buy. So Grandma came in, wanted to buy Duck Hodges stuff. There wasn't anything to buy.
By the time Christmas came around, those kids that got that, that opened up that Christmas morning and they saw Duck Hodges, he was already past tense at that point. So
That's when we had that big duck down on the river.
I think that was longer ago. No, but if you remember
Thing inflatable.
but by the time that Duck Hodges, by the time Christmas came around, Duck Hodges was back on the bench because he got picked off 4 times against the Bills or whatever, and he was already old news. So those kids that opened up those, cool, there's that thing I wanted a week ago but don't want now.
Right. And I hated that duck down in Pittsburgh,
was the
which
Pirates.
reminds me of a great story that happened here in Uniontown. One night we were up at the Jewish Community Center, and McDonald's had this 5-story tall Ronald McDonald that was a blow up. We're up there watching, and a truck pulls down Route 40, and you hear, and Ronald slowly just deflated. Would have liked to have done that to the duck on the river. And whoever did shoot Ronald McDonald on Route 40 back about 30 years ago, if you have the guts, come tell me the story, because I really want to know the inside of that one.
I don't want to be accomplice to any of this. So the less
This was
I know,
30
the
years
better.
ago. This is past the whole thing.
That's a cold
Moving
case.
on, Georgia and Charlotte, 44 points. Charlotte got any chance of covering in this game?
Is that Charlotte's Web or is that Charlotte the Carolina?
I do believe that's one of those Carolina schools that no one cares about.
Stay home. Georgia's going to roll them.
But this is these are the three of the four biggest games in college football this week. The rest of it is a
And the
complete
SEC,
mess.
they talk about how tough they have it. They got Samford and Charlotte on the schedule.
They call it Cupcake Week. USC versus Oregon. USC, number 17 in the country, is going to Oregon. They're getting 9.5, and the over is 59.5.
Oregon. USC's looking good, but I think Oregon's good. I think they're back. I'll take
Oregon's
Oregon.
9 in the country for the record.
I'll take Oregon in the under.
I'm going to take USC with the upset. Not the upset to lose the game, but I think they cover. And this game, 60 points is a lot. We're going to go under in that one. Now on to the NFL. Games aren't much better. The Jets at 2-8 are going to play the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Jets are getting 14 and 44.5.
Back to that, we were talking that Browns-Ravens game earlier. I was not impressed with the Ravens this past week. I personally feel they got some help from the refs in that game. That's another thing, that they were getting the calls. So, against which one of those things that should be factored into the Shadir situation. They'll beat the Jets, but they're not as good as, unless they fix it, but they did not look good against the Browns.
Well, one of the things that the Steelers fans really need to start rooting for is the only way the Steelers are making the playoffs right now is the division is going to be the only way the Steelers get into this. We're all worried about Aaron Rodgers' wrist. Did you hear anything coming in on the wrist?
Could be day to day, could be season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as of right now, we don't know anything, and the Jets might cover in this game. 14's a lot in an NFL game.
I like the under.
You like the under? Yeah, nobody's scoring in this.
I'll take the Ravens in the under.
Did you see what Lamar Jackson had last week for fantasy points?
Wasn't good.
4 points.
It's like I said, the refs bailed them out of that game. I really believe that based on what I was seeing, but that's just my opinion.
Okay, so I've got the Jets covering and under. Let's go to New England is 9-2, and they are playing the 3-7 Bengals. That's a little bit of a mistake on the board. Pats are giving the Bengals 8 at 49.5. Is there any chance Joe Burrow plays this year?
Even if he does, I don't think it makes a difference. And let's talk about the Bengals here. They don't have Chase Sunday.
What do you think that's all about?
Honestly, the ref that threw out Ramsey but didn't throw out Chase, they got all that instant replay. They should have tossed Chase out too. That referee should be fined for not tossing Chase when he tossed Ramsey. Personally, I thought Ramsey was justified and they shouldn't have pulled him off, but that's just my opinion. Because you know what, when you do what Chase did, you should have to answer for it. But that said, my opinion.
What is historically the suspension for spitting on someone? It's more than 1 game.
Yeah, it better be at least 1. Like I said, yeah, that was ridiculous.
I thought it was more like 3 for spitting.
They should have reviewed it on the spot. I mean, there were people that saw it, but then he's denying it. I know my opinions on this are a little, but when there's no justification for that behavior. That's crap.
It's a modern thing, and one of the things that bothered me this past weekend was watching another person punch a person and then the flop by the lineman. Did you see that?
Yeah.
If this stuff starts to become a part of the NFL, there's no reason to watch it.
Well, and
with the flops, forget it. That's just insane.
But to me, it goes back to officiating. Mm-hmm. It's like they're not. If you got to call this stuff both ways, and you'll be watching and you see it gets called one way. Granted, maybe these guys can't see it all. I get it. It's fast. It's whatnot, and maybe they're out of position.
That's why you have replay from 26 different angles.
Well, there you have that. You know what? Put some people up in the booth that are watching these 16 different angles. Because this is nonsense. I mean, as someone that's like, I'll see this stuff and it's like, oh, you called it for them, but you're not calling it over here. Okay, could it be because that's what they want, or maybe they're out of position, which I could listen to either excuse. But it's making a guy like me lose interest in football. Sorry, it just is.
Again, the NBA went down this road and accepted this kind of thing. I will tell you right now, we have helmets here in the store, and I will let any of you guys come in here and I'll put a helmet on and let you punch me as hard as you want with the helmet on. It doesn't hurt. All you're going to do is break your hand. So this whole hysteria over, they're fighting. That doesn't matter. It does not hurt to get punched in the face with a helmet on.
Well, and it's funny.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
We're I'll put the helmet on. Go ahead. You can break your hand all you want. I'll even wear that goofball kazoo thing on top of it. The concussion thing. But go ahead. Sorry.
We might be taking that challenge next week.
I'm good. You want to break your hand for the holidays, you won't be able to carve the turkey. I'm sorry. But the Patriots are going to cover against the Bengals with 8. That's easy. Probably going to go under in that game.
Oh, look at this. This is the right game. I'm going to just jump into the next one. This is the right game for Shadir Sanders to find himself.
Wouldn't it be nice if Pickett started the game? Geno stinks.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't even get the ball to Brock Bowers. So thankfully, he got enough to him last night to keep me in the W department.
I don't want to talk about fantasy football this week. We'll talk about it next week.
Fair enough. Yeah, I wasn't. You know what? Yahoo, the one projected me at 120. I got 73.
Everybody.
Right?
Everybody's had that season who's done fantasy football long enough where one particular position just breaks your heart.
Yes.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers defense,
they weren't that bad the other day.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were on the bench because of how badly they played in the games prior to that.
Fair enough.
So lose me 16 points on stupidity, and then I sit you and you score 2 touchdowns.
Thank you. I got 21 out of them.
That's why I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough.
So Cleveland and the Raiders in this bowl of futility. Who are you picking?
I'll go with Cleveland. They look good. Like I said, I feel the Ravens needed help to win that game. So I like the over, and I like Cleveland.
I'm going to take the Raiders in one of those not on the level games, thinking that they'll let the Raiders win this game since they're at home. The fun part of this is 36.5's the over.
Yeah,
and it
might
not go there.
And that's not because that's in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's not because it's going to be colder than Cleveland. Oh.
So that's going to be a really brutal game to watch. Now the game of the week, the Steelers and the Bears, 6-4 Pittsburgh taking on 7-3 Chicago. Steelers are giving the Bears 3. Explain that one to me with 45.
I would have to look at the injury report on the Chicago side to give you a fair assessment of that.
Normally when a quarterback is in question, that throws the line in a different direction.
And look at the backup.
It's thrown it in the wrong direction.
Mason Rudolph's the starter Sunday, so.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
That's painful. But you won't be ready for him, so they only have a week to prepare for Mason. He might be somewhat
I'm going to be a
successful.
homer. I'm taking the Steelers, and I'm taking the under.
The over-under in this game that's going to be interesting is how many touchdowns does Caleb Williams score against the Steelers?
Well, it depends on which defense shows up.
I would say 1.5 would be the over on that, and I'd probably take Caleb Williams on the over in that game. In the game itself, I'm taking the Bears plus the 3, and of course under in that game. Now, the crazy one. Indianapolis is 8-2 playing Kansas City. This might be the last stand for the Chiefs. If they lose this game and go to 5-6, I don't see a road for them to make the playoffs. And it's going to be interesting to see how the NFL does without Mahomes and Kelsey in the playoffs.
Well, as long as Taylor continues to dominate, I drafted him 18th overall in one fantasy football league.
You deserve all the credit in the world.
And Yahoo blasted me. That was over. I reached and blah, blah, blah.
You might as well give him the MVP today.
But,
would you take him or Stafford as the MVP?
It's too early. I want to see more. But
You're 10 games in.
That's all right. We still got 7 to go.
All right.
I'll take. I think the Chiefs are going to pull this out, and I'll settle.
This is not on the level game.
I'm settling on the under.
Under in that. If Kansas City wins this game, it's got to be over. But 5.5. This is a field goal game. Kansas City. I'll take them and over.
You're going over, and we're going to go over to commercial.
With Ken and Victor talking live, and Duke the dog's barking high five. We're diving deep on collector's grounds, from old school cards to the legends' crowns. I understand it.
Welcome back to the final segment of the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q, Colin Breezeline, myself, Ken Philibom, Stellar's Collectible Shop, back from the 40s there, or 30s, whatever that would have been relevant.
Getting ready for when somebody wants to punch me with a helmet on. And by the way, if anybody out there has a size 8 football helmet, I would like to borrow it.
All right.
My head is massive, as you already know.
And
continue.
Don't let me forget Fayette Friends of Animal alum, the Duke. And once again, friendly reminder, Duke is a rescue. There's a lot of rescues like Duke that can use a good home for the holidays. Let's go help them out and take care of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get a dog for the holidays.
And also, don't let me
Get a
forget,
dog as a permanent piece, not just for the holidays.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, you know what? Like we're going on 3 years here, so you know what? And you know what? We'll take a quick moment. It's all December 14th. It'll be 3 years. You know, he was labeled an older dog with Lyme's disease, and as you could see, he's going strong. So don't be afraid to adopt an older dog, because look where we're at. 3 years later, we're going strong. And also, don't let me forget Yacht Brewing, November 23rd, 4 to 6. There's a coat drive. Get down there. I'm going to do my best to get there. Say hi to Rick Fike. He'll be there. And also, don't let me forget Hillbilly's Got Talent. That's Wednesdays up at Donegal at Hillbillies. So get up there. You might see us judging from time to time. Victor might even get up there and do some tap dancing or singing. So
the singing would be as bad as that look with the helmet on.
Now? Sorry.
No, God.
Oh, yeah, right.
So anyway, how are we going to close this up? What do you want to discuss?
Let's see.
We
kind of ranted on the officials there. Let's see. We got that in. I don't know. What'd you think?
Any word on the Pirates off season? Because the Hot Stove League's about to start. Free agency is open. Any word that you've heard the Pirates are interested in anything?
It's still too early.
Still too early.
They don't start shopping until January. They're going to the clearance bin like I do. Clearance shoppers.
Okay, so what about anything with the Penguins going on right now?
They're looking good. You know, I always butcher his last name, but Sergey, the rookie goaltender's up. He's looking good so far. So that'll be good. And you know what? Hopefully either next week or the week after, I'll have some fun, mail day stuff that at least one will be for sale in the store. And speaking of Penguins, it'll be fun as we get into the holiday season. Steelers, you saw what's going on there. Going to be getting down to Wheeling for Wizard and Wands. First week of December, they got that going on. That's a good time. You should come down for that.
Is your buddy still there?
He's with the Penguins now.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Moved
yeah.
up. Good for you. That was a nice guy. That was a great time. If you guys have nothing to do, go check out a Wheeling Naylor game. That is a good night.
And
I
also,
enjoyed that.
Don't forget to check out Rise Wrestling that comes up next.